Hi, welcome to WarHQ. My name is Lucius. Today I'm joined by Kaisel of WarHQ. How you doing, dude?
Good.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so what we're doing today, pretty basic. Just following on with our crafting we've been doing. Both of us we recently got the Realms of Chaos set, Wrath and Rapture. So anyone knows anything about that one, it's Demonettes and Corn. So basically what we're doing today is we are just continuing on with that. We're just having a bit of a paint along and a bit of a shit talk. If you guys would like to join us, please feel free. We will be, just ask us any questions you've got. Now, we're painting these models like what we're aiming to do basically is with this set, we wanted to get into Age of Sigmar and Warhammer 40,000. And so we thought Demons would be a good starting sort of block for that. We're both avid kill team players. So anyone's got any suggestions about best setups for Demons in Age of Sigmar or Warhammer 40,000? Yeah, please let us know because as I said, we're just sort of experimenting with these things. We've both got extra models coming in at the moment, but we are painting the Wrath and Rapture set at this second. So you can see here 10 Demonettes that I've done. Have you managed to do anything this week, dude? Have you?
Just only I started on one of the demons.
Oh, okay, sure, cool.
So bloodletters. So I'm just doing my base at the moment.
Yeah, well, I've got I don't know, my camera setup's pretty bad for those at home. Sorry about that. Kaisel's is definitely better, but I've got a whole bunch of Demonettes here that I've been working on over the week. One thing I did, like a total muppet, is I've got the Martian Iron Earth basing here with the cracks. And with one of them, it was quite cold, and they didn't crack as much as the other one, so the cracking looks smaller. So live and learn, I guess. But at the moment, I'm just working on this Fiend. So the Fiend's going to go with the rest of the army. It's pretty weird sort of model, eh? Like it's got a whole row of tits. It's got legs that are forwards, backwards. It's got suspenders, which is really weird, and it's naked. So very Slanesh, very perverse and weird. So I think I'm going to continue on with that. I've got the Enrapturous here as well. I'm going to work on some more Fiends. I've got a whole bunch of Seekers, more Demonettes everywhere. I'll have about 30 to start with. And thankfully 10 are painted this week. That was a good effort. Yeah, cool. So if you're interested, just get into it. Thanks T-Man5984. My Demonettes, well, they're getting there. They're getting there. But thanks for the comment. And if you want to paint as well, mate, please go for your life. That's what we're up to. So any questions at all, let me know.
Yeah, for those wondering at the moment, I'm basically just doing I found some, I think they're called lava bases or something, 3D printed. They're actually 32 mil. But the base is only about 3 or 4 mil high, so what I did was reduced it down to 29 millimeters so I could actually stick them to the top of a regular base. And basically what I'm doing at the moment is just laying down the foundation for a sort of like a yellow lava-ish type base. Going to put some Reekland flesh on it to give it a little bit of a glow, and then come over the top of it with another like a dirt type color, just make it look like the ground's opening up. So
do you actually print some, did you?
Yeah, this is the first one that I printed just as a test. I'm currently printing 5 others, so if you hear any type of whirring in the background, that's pretty much what's happening.
Yeah, not the rape dungeon.
No.
No, not that. That's a good on hold.
Corn does not approve of that.
It's got a fundamental with the Slanesh army to partake in excess. All right. I love it when your brushes just get to that real frayed, manky stage, like they're just on the borderline.
I sacrificed this one for this base.
How did you? I've got some new ones here anyway.
I've been pretty much
cheap brand at the art shop. So.
This is one of the ones I got from Japan. It was really good. Like, and I'm just using it at the moment for washes and that sort of stuff. So it's nice.
Didn't you
broad.
have those ones with the triangular grips?
Yeah, yeah, they're good as well. Oh yeah, this.
Yeah, I
is
haven't tried
starting to-
those. I reckon they're pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna let that dry.
Have you been doing any more research on your own?
Try to.
You tried to.
Yeah, work's just been too hectic.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I hit it up on Battlescribe like with the new stuff that I'm getting. I think it was 1,340 points I'm up to now. So I've got the Wrath and Rapture set, which has 10 Demonettes, 5 Seekers, 3 Fiends, and the Infernal and Rapturous. And then I'm getting Start Collecting box set, which has has an Exalted Chariot, so Blade Singer, whatever they call an Exalted Chariot, 10 more Demonettes, 10 more Seekers, and then I'm also getting the mirror thing, the epitome thing. So it'll up to 1,300 points, 1,340. And I think next step from there is going to be Greater Demons. I'm going to have to get at least 2, and that puts it up to about 2,000. What about you? Have you got any plans?
I've still got to get my Skull Throne, not Skull Altar, sorry. And I managed to. Well, it's the auction hasn't finished yet. One of the figures that I missed out on. That if I bought the Start Collecting set, I would have got it in there.
Oh, the general model or leader or whatever it is.
Yeah, he went back up again, so hopefully I get that one.
Oh, nice. So then you'll have that whole set. So basically, we both ended up getting the Start Collecting and the Wrath and Rapture for our team. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
It's odd how your team is has less points. You know what I mean? You get both those things, and it's got less points than the Slanesh one. It's strange. So much easier to get corn models, though. Hey.
Yeah,
Like
it
if you have a
is.
look on the auctions and everything, it's just all corn. I never see any Slanesh models. It was a while back, but I haven't seen any for ages. Just get a better brush, I think. This is getting a bit crazy. Brand newy. Princeton, we salute you. I don't know if they're a very good brand or not. I haven't tried these ones before, just from the art shop. What's the first thing I do with it? Use metallics with it, which is the worst thing for your brush.
Oh, my paint pot has. When I was trialing out the paints for the Tyranids with glitter and that, my paint pot has got glitter on the bottom.
Oh, does it?
Can't get rid of that stuff.
I just don't clean my paint palette. I'm a real grub. I don't know why. It's against my painting religion. Alrighty.
Should have just done this with a bigger brush.
Yeah, kind of like. I didn't realize, hey, with Age of Sigmar, like the main rulebook, you could literally just get that free online one, or the one we got with the Wrath and Rapture set, and that pretty much is all the rules. The rest is all fairly much just fluff. But then I realized there's a wall or whatever that is, the match play book that you can buy as well. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
It seems like the stuff that you can't get for free, more for match play, which is probably what we're going to be interested in, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Since we're tournament players of pretty much everything we get our hands on.
I made the decision tonight that when I end up getting 9th edition,
Yep.
those Necrons are going to be painted to the nth degree. I'm going to make sure that there's no gaps, no nothing. I'm sick of building things and them not sitting properly and that sort of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like I put all these bloodletters together and it's just like, oh, that's disgusting. They just don't sit properly, and I'd already based them before I realised.
Oh, right, okay.
So yeah, no chance to actually put any filler in there.
Yeah. Well, there was that. Um, if anyone watched the last video I did with crafting, I had that real issue with that. I was putting together that fiend, and it was just it had warped, like the actual sprue had warped, and it was pretty bad. Like it left these really big sort of gaps between the model and that. But I used a bit of green stuff and fixed that up. Still, we'll see how it paints up. It should be okay, I think. But it's the first model I've had where it's pretty much just muffed up like that, like where it's actually been damaged on the sprue. Very unusual. This new brush has this like little hair on the front of it.
Kind of regret taking this guy off the base.
For some reason I just can't bring myself to do the bases separately, which is the real intelligent way to do it, hey? And like, instead of trying to do it around a model which is glued to it, but I don't know, something in me just won't let me do it.
Yeah, so those Perspex boxes that I found at Officeworks, they're actually really compact. So I was able to put pretty much everything that I've undercoated into the boxes, and they're just sitting behind my monitor screens. And at any stage I can pretty much just pull a tray out, and I've got access to all of the miniatures. Hang on, I'll grab one.
Yeah, while you're getting that, shout out to Naomi. Thanks saying painting looks good. We've only just sort of started on these ones, so thanks for the support. What do you guys paint at the moment? If T-Man and Naomi, you guys are watching, what are you currently painting? I definitely need a new brush for this bit. My brush is getting manky. Threw out about like 10 brushes today. I went through it like I'm just a hoarder of brushes. I just think it's going to be something I'll use that crappy brush for. That is. Better off just chuck it now and get another one. Oh yeah, so T-Man's painting gobos. Oh yeah. Good on you, dude.
So that's the tray I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. So it's got 3 levels?
Yeah, 3 levels, all about that much. About 2.5 inches high, so you can fit fairly high models. A lot of these bloodletters, they got swords upright, so yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, it looks like Naomi is painting Captain in Gravis armor. Cool. Is that from one of the sets? Must be. Yeah, that tray's pretty good. So you're just going to, basically the models you have in production for painting, you're going to put in there, right?
Yeah.
Cool. If any of you guys that are listening don't know, we do have a regular channel, WarHQ. You can find it on YouTube. If you're on there, or if you're on Twitch, have a look at YouTube. Feel free to subscribe. We do regular content on Kill Team, mainly strategies and faction breakdowns. We also do other games like Last Days, Zombie Apocalypse, a bit of Gaslands, doing a bit of Age of Sigmar at the moment, a bit of Epic Armageddon. Pretty much play anything, but Kill Team's always been our main focus. Both competitive players at the moment. Not that there's anything to compete against at the moment. It's a bit bland, but I'm sure the borders are opening at the moment between, on the 10th, between New South Wales and Queensland. So Chrisland, I'll be able to get together for some games if he doesn't want to catch the Ronas off me or something. But Yeah, which is a good start. Be good to get into a bit of gaming. Being a bit lax. Okay, so Naomi's Captain in Gravisana comes from the No Fear starter set. Oh yeah, cool.
So I think I'm going to probably try and do some type of either dirty feet or fire hooves for these.
For the bloodlords.
Yeah. Just have to experiment on this one. That or a flame. No, actually, I know what I'm doing for the sword.
Every model I get's just got so many little bands and shit on it. Seems to be the armies that I get, like Chaos and Drukari and that, they're all the same. It's crappy little things to paint. Thousands of them. Why couldn't I just go bloodletters and just paint them all red? Would have been easy.
If I want to go crazy.
Have you got a plan with yours?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying before, is the feet. I think I'm going to just basically either make it really dirty black feet or with highlights, or make the hooves look sort of like fiery with yellow.
Oh, that might look alright. Sort of take the attention away. Change the focus of the model too.
I also saw some variations that they looked more goat-like with white fur and that sort of stuff. It looked really good.
Naomi, this demon I'm painting here isn't a demonette, it's a fiend of Slanesh. So basically it's like your worst nightmares made manifest. I think that's what they are, and they feed on sort of people's fear. It's like a beast. Yeah, but you can use it in Age of Sigmar, you can use it in 40k. I don't know about Warcry. I've ordered the Warcry cards for Head Knights of Slanesh, but I'm not sure if you can use them. Do you know, Scott? Like, oh well, I don't know. I'm not sure which units. I don't think you can use fiends in Warcry, but you can definitely use them in Age of Sigmar and 40k. I hear mixed results about them as a unit. Like they're really good. They hit hard and that, but I think they've got 4 wounds, so they're pretty tough. But apparently, like for the points cost, you're better off just getting another hero, or something like that, because the heroes are the ones that like help to summon and that in Age of Sigmar, which is sort of really important for a demon army. Is your summoning ability. Seems to be the way to go. But yeah, I'll keep them anyway, because even if you don't have them in your army list, you can, when you get depravity points, you're able to summon the models. So you can summon what you want, so you always keep an extra Keeper of Secrets up your sleeve, or Exalted Chariot. Yeah, I don't think you'd be wanting to dream about that. This thing's pretty evil. Definitely, you know, all those people saying, well, why am I losing it? It's grimdark. I mean, if you read the Realm of Chaos book, you know, with the Head Knights of Slanesh and that, it's still pretty grimdark, eh? It's pretty brutal. I was pretty impressed. They didn't water it down too much. Probably the same with the Khorne one, I'm gathering.
Yeah, it's still just blood.
Yeah, just blood and skulls, hey? That's all you care about.
Yep. that's the one that I did that too. Shit.
Yeah, question about your bases. Yeah, they are 3D printed.
Hang on, I'll just
Costs-
pull
costs
them a
been
little
bit-
closer.
So many bloody silver bits on this.
Yeah. The problem is that they're only like that, like the comparison. They're really not thick enough. So that's why I've actually glued it to the top of a regular base.
How thick do you think that?
Oh, they're only about 2 mil.
Oh, I can
they're
see
only
it,
2
yeah.
mil thick.
How long do they take to print, Noel?
Try an hour and a half.
For one?
No, for 5.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. I was going to say.
But I did pick this up the other day. From Irresistible Force. It was $5.
Shout out. What'd you get for $5? You get some skulls or something?
That base.
Oh, wow. Is that like a crater and stuff? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just bullshit hair on the front of this. And new brush. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Does that fit any of your stuff you've got?
Probably not. It was more just for show,
Okay.
to put like something on it.
God, the details on this model are insane.
Bring on the Null Noil.
The old null oil. What do we do without it? Actually, had to paint straight. So, had you heard anything about the Age of Sigmar roleplay game? Soulbound, is it what it's called?
I remember reading something about there being an element to it, but not really.
Yeah, apparently, you know, the characters that you take on are kind of like heroes, obviously, but they've all been soulbound to each other, so the decisions that each one makes affects the other characters. So you get like a really eclectic mix of different characters that have to work together.
Okay.
Sounds pretty interesting. It's a fairly interesting concept. Apparently, it's like really easy to play. Like it's even like easier to play than like, you know, some of the later D&D stuff, which is fairly dumbed down, like from the original.
No
Yeah,
comment.
apparently it's super easy to pick up. It's got a lot of inner complexity, and if you're just interested in the lore, apparently it's really got a lot in the main rulebook. But it's not out yet. It's still on pre-order, I think, from what I was looking at today. But yeah, the book looks interesting. I mean, I've got still got my original Warhammer fantasy roleplay, and you've got that as well, don't you?
Yeah, I got the hardcover version. Like, I found that on eBay, and I was just like, yes, I will have that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'd never, like, how all the years I've owned that, I've never even knew they had a hardcover version. Pretty mad. Okay, this thing has just way too much jewelry. Crazy. I was hoping to get onto the Infernal and Rapturous tonight too if we can get this thing half dazzed.
Yeah, Null Noil definitely feels like you're cheating.
A little bit. Do you use the Agris Earthshade much?
Yeah, I do. On the Death Guard.
Yeah, it's a bit dirtier, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice for rust.
Cool. Yeah, the Hedonites are a bit, well, I wouldn't say clean, they're pretty dirty, but they have really elaborate gear and richness.
You could definitely put it on the around the feet to dirty up the feet a little.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd do that, like the feet and the tips of things, just to. In the book on this one, it shows. Yeah, it does show some of that kind of stuff on there. Like they get a bit darker towards the feet and the tip of the tail and stuff in the actual Games Workshop painted ones. As examples. But, oh my god, there's like 1,000 little orbals and things. It's all fine work today.
Yeah, pretty much these hounds and that. I'm just cheating and basically just doing Null Noil straight over the top of the red undercoat. Then I'm going to come back and highlight a lot of the spines and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, right. I've just gone with like a couple of colors, like flesh tones. I've decided to make these look like human flesh. Because the demonettes and that can appear however they want to appear, so and then just stick with that real purpley pink theme for all their extremities and stuff, and then blue is the highlight, I guess. The contrast colours, this really nice blue for any hair or little laps, I guess you call that. I don't know what you call it. Little bit of activity here. What are we going? Thank you. I am insane in the membrane. P Diggity. Good song too. Cypress Hill, baby. Kaisel, they've asked what you're painting.
This is. Oh. Hey Yigs. No, we don't use. Well, my airbrush is currently broken at the moment. This is one of the. I'd call him a general leader of the army. I'm trying to think of his name. Still new to this army.
Karnak or something?
Yeah.
Karanak or something? Yeah, it's like a three-headed...
It's Karanak, yeah.
Karanak, yeah. That's the one. Yeah, if you've just joined in there, PDD, we're painting the not Slaves to Darkness, the Realm of Chaos, isn't it? Yeah, yep. Realm of Chaos, Wrath and Rapture box set. So I've got a Fiend going. Kaiser's got the Karnak, whatever that thing's called.
Karanak.
It's
just, yeah.
I'll get it one day.
Oh no, I stumble on it. But yeah, that's just because we haven't played this. So give us a few months of the same army, and we'll know how to pronounce each.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be
unit backwards.
Once we get together again, should be soon. With the borders now opening, we'll do some battle reps for sure. Even with what we've got.
Let that one dry for a little.
So why am I going to have so many jewels? Thousands of little bits down here. I thought I'd go for an easy scheme, but yeah, I didn't realise the models were this detailed.
Second coat needed on that one.
Right.
They're legit. Yigs.
What's legit?
The Yigs just asked if the models are legit or 3D printed. The PLA printer I've got at the moment.
So bases.
Yeah, the bases. Yeah, the bases are 3D printed. The PLA printer I've got at the moment won't do anything this fine. If I went resin, I probably could have, but yeah.
Yeah, we have experimented with your printer and a few things. It's good for terrain and stuff.
Yeah.
But anything detailed, we actually tried to do some epic Armageddon stuff, which was pretty crazy. That's 6mm scale. But the buildings look good though, like that you did, and the terrain. All right, I think I'm going to go hardcore with the skeleton horde in a second. Some little bone bits.
Not to go off topic, but Yigs, can you summarize what the hell happened to me with Evo today? I've just sort of seen half the stuff and went, what the hell? Just message me or something, so yeah, to keep drama out of places. And did you hear about what's his name? That Byron guy as well. That's kind of blowing up as well. Well, not blowing up. It's the wrong word.
Well, what were you talking about?
Oh no, I'm just talking to Yigs.
Oh, right.
Just some current internet drama / events that happened today.
Mm.
It all sort of hit at once.
I'm going to do some whacked out colour on his tongue, like orange or something, like fluoro orange. It's going to be cool. I actually really liking my bold colours lately. It's a good thing about Slanesh, you can just go to town. You know what I mean? Like, you like pinks and fluoro orange? Slanesh. Mandatory. Oh, we've got a request for Star Wars Armada or X-Wing video. Yeah, well, I love those games. Don't think Kaiser's ever played them, have you?
No, I've never played it.
Never played with me?
No.
Star Wars Armada is my favourite out of those two, although I think they've sort of discontinued making new shit for it, but such an awesome tactical game. Those that play like Warhammer, and you go and play Armada, you realise that how a rule set should be written, and how easy it is to, like every single thing you've got to record is on your ship's dials, and it's just so easy, hey, it's amazing. And there's no confusion with rules. There's no interpretations. It is what it is. But yeah, such a really good game, really tactical, Star Wars Armada. It's my favourite game for ages when it first came out. Well, that's how you drop your water. Good one. I'm nuts.
At least it wasn't null Nile.
Yeah. At least the water will, well, sort of just pooling at the moment, but I might have to get some more in a sec, though. God, please tell me the silver's done. Please, baby Jesus. Okay. Doesn't look like it.
Ooh. Yeah, no. Jesus.
You're just running on your Twitch thing
Yeah.
as well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever heard it referred to this, Yigs, but yeah, this hobby's, well, miniatures is referred to as plastic crack.
And isn't it?
Can't stop. Oh, I've inhaled it before, and it's not fun.
No, you can only powder it and snort it. Should I make that? Yeah, it's too much silver already. But I've got to say, the purple with the skin and the silver really pops out. I do like that. This brush ain't bad too, this Princeton. Pretty impressed with that for a cheapie. Sort of pick up some for tonight for this. What kind of eyes would these suckers have? Cold dead ones? No, they'd have crazy lustrous ones, wouldn't they? On the example here, they've got sort of bluish eyes. Okay. Yeah, alright. Let's see. Yeah, last one was up at Irresistible Force. I've got a mad orange range of paints, so I'd never had orange, like proper orange paints before, but I've got a good base layer, a base and 2 layers. Not looking back. Pretty sick. What have we got? Yeah. Trocero orange, Troll Slayer orange, Fire Dragon bright. Recommend. This these base colours are great.
Oh, actually, nice. Just checking out the paint scheme for these Blood Crushers. Black armor. That's going to be easy.
T-Dog says, T-Man says, if I don't do fluoro orange on the tongue for Slanesh will suck your elf magic out your nose with an eco straw. I don't know if Slanesh would be into eco straws, but that's definitely good. I like that. You've got a question there, Kaisel. What's the thing riding the rhino?
It's just a blood letter, but yeah, this is a Blood Crusher. Basically going to be doing a black undercoat on the armor bits. Maybe either gold or a copper highlighting on the edges.
Doesn't Khorne have like sort of pits of metal, like you craft shit from, like brass and bronze and pretty sure. Yeah, I think you couldn't go wrong with like bronzy sort of colours with Khorne and gold.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with more silver stuff for Slanesh just because it really pops out on against the purple. Want it to be bold, and just for everyone's information, yes, I am doing an orange tongue. You've convinced me by popular demand. Doing the base layer, and I'll sort of just colour it up simply. It's made me wonder what I should do with that shoulder pad too. Like, everyone's really worried about their shoulders getting hit in Warhammer, aren't they? Seems to be the only armour things have sometimes. It's pretty bogus considering I do all this fighting.
Trying to
Brass?
figure out what's flesh and what's armor on this thing.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing one of those riders?
Mm.
What are they called, those?
Blood crush. Blood
Hey?
crushers. Blood
Yeah,
crusher? Oh,
what's
what
the
the...
steed, like, what's it called? Like the...
I have no clue.
Anyone out there cleverer than us? Actually read the lore? Hmm. So stoked I've got water all over my work area. Complete legend. Frog of Death. No, this thing's more like it's pretty out there, bro. It's got like a row of teats. It's got 4 legs. 2 of them are facing backwards. It's wearing suspenders, and it's got jewels all over it with spines and crab claws and weird things. Very Slanesh, like very, very out there.
Oh yeah, that's that, right. I'm going to be totally devastated if the stuff that I ordered doesn't match this colour scheme.
What do you mean?
If they come in fluorescent pink, then I'm going to be...
Oh, the stuff you want on eBay.
Yeah.
Right. Pre-painted stuff from eBay is always so shit. It's a rare day you find something that's well painted. It's like, what the hell?
Well, there's that channel that I think I linked it to you, that a guy that rescues eBay miniatures.
Oh yeah.
He'll just buy the trashiest thing, and that's basically his show. Is he just tries to make them better again.
Okay. Someone's got to do it, I guess.
God, I think this tail is actually flesh.
Alright, where's my skeleton horde? Skeleton horde. This stuff's the gear.
I really like snake bite leather as well.
Yeah, I use that. It's one of the contrasts I'm partial to. Use it on my orcs. That and Black Templar. Good quick ways to do batches of orcs.
Yeah, I'm just using Black Templar at the moment.
Yeah, it's a good colour.
When I eventually get down there, I've got a few extra paint pots of stuff that I got to give you.
Oh dear. I've got a few double ups as well, actually. See what we can do. We've got the nephews coming tomorrow and doing some gaming, painting, which will be pretty cool.
Yeah, AIM was just asking about this stuff last night. Then we were talking about it this morning. I think I mentioned Kill Team, and like Ellie's just like, "What's Kill Team?" And I'm like, "Oh, you'll find out soon."
You got to train that daughter up to play. No choice. trained her now. She'll kick our ass at the tournaments when she's older. She can actually remind us what the rules are.
Yeah. Oh, and she will remind us. Oh, shit. Should get a smaller brush for this. Oh god. And I think the this is only like connected by one hoof. So every time I like move it around I can feel it about to unlodge off the base.
Why do they do that? Like they just join the miniature by like the Skerrick thing.
It wouldn't actually be that bad. I gotta get to its underbelly anyway.
Okay. Do the 1,000 bones. Bones.
Who was doing it? I think it may have been Miniac. He was painting something the other day that he used a technique I didn't know about that was for creating scratches. Like
yeah.
basically hey Combo Fiend. He'd do an undercoat of like a silver, then basically put this technical layer on top of it that basically doesn't allow you to scratch down to the paint underneath. Then he'd do the actual color of the armor, and with a brush, just
like a varnish kind of thing.
kind of yeah. Then with a he'd put the actual layer of the armor on there, and with a sort of a coarse brush, start brushing away at it, and it would create a chipping effect.
Okay.
And then you let I think you have to put a varnish on top of it to keep it from flaking off any further.
Yeah, right. I'm always open to new new things. Ignorant painter sometimes. I just use my old school techniques combined with a few things.
I'd never seen this technique before. He was using it on a undead actually a vampire cavalry.
Okay.
She's coming to say goodnight.
Yeah.
Night, Ellie.
She's coming in a second. There's they've released a Pokemon. Hey. What's up?
I'm telling you good night.
Good night. They've released a Pokemon app on tablets and that sort of stuff to do with brushing your teeth.
What?
Yeah, it uses the camera to detect the motions and that sort of stuff, and you catch Pokemon by brushing your teeth. It's aimed at kids.
Sure.
Amy was just showing.
You'd be using it every day.
Amy was just showing me because it takes pictures while you're brushing your teeth.
Okay.
Ellie's just excited about it.
Oh, she's into it.
Yeah, she loves it.
So it did work.
Yeah, it does.
Oh well, can't knock that then. Makes your kids brush your teeth. That's a good sign.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to dislodge this from the base, I think, to get underneath. Ah, crap. Alright.
Question there for us. What's our favourite Warhammer team? Warhammer, just any Warhammer? Or Kill Team? Or 40k? Sigma?
Style or lore?
Just do both. Just a
Style?
random open question.
Yeah, style. I really liked the old style Eldar. It was just a unique look. Lore. I don't know. Like I'm just gonna go biased with Necron because it was just I didn't know the lore until recently, and then I started looking into it, and it's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Like ancient battle.
I like so many teams. I definitely like Heretic Astartes, Chaos. Probably always been my favourite things, and Demons included in that. It's probably Chaos as a faction, I think, in general. It's my favourite. But I like Elves too, so I like to play a lot of well, I've got to play all the old factions for Kill Team. My favourite's probably Drukhari, and then Azirani and Harlequins. Play all three of them. They're all pretty cool. Oh, Kill Team. Okay, I know Scott likes you like your Necrons and Death Guard, don't you? They're your favourites.
Yeah, Necron and Death Guard.
What's the team I'm best at? Probably Tau. I'm going to say, well, considering I did well in Australian titles and played it a lot, but Demons was really fun.
I haven't had enough play to actually say what I would be best at, but I reckon best outcome probably Death Guard.
Yeah, you did alright with them, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, have I missed anything? God, so many gems. Oh, missed a whole row of bloody things. Just for anyone out there, if your mate says split a team and you want to paint something easy, don't choose Slanesh. They're pretty detailed. Where Khorne's just like red.
Oh, God. At least this is coming out better than I expected.
So you did a spray in red, didn't you? You had a red.
Yeah,
red spray.
Yeah, that covered. That actually turned out like I didn't really have to do that many coats of it. Like, well, only one coat actually. I was expecting to have to do a few coats, but the red that it came out with was decent enough to use as a base.
Cool.
Oh, I had to grab something out of the garage on the way up tonight, and I opened the garage and I'm like, oh, whoa, that smells like a Games Workshop shop. And then I'm like, oh yeah, of course, all the spray cans.
Easiest team to paint would have to be Space Marines.
One color and a wash.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're not that technical. They're all the same, which makes it pretty easy in my eyes. Would you agree?
I haven't actually done it, but yeah, I don't know. I've seen some fairly good paint jobs where it's been real detailed. It just depends how much you want to do with them.
Yeah.
Like if you start like doing all of their purity seals like with as much detail as possible, then yeah, you've yeah, Carlos. They're from Realm of Chaos, so they can be basically used for 40k and Age of Sigma.
And Warcry.
Yeah. We got it primarily for
Sigma.
But yeah, I'd say the versatility. Like I was looking at some bloodletters for Kill Team, so this gave me a nice base for a Kill Team, but at the same time, it gave me a nice base for 40k. And then there's also like Age of Sigma, which I sort of thought about looking into, but yeah, wasn't until yeah.
Someone's asked, what's your favorite Death Guard model? They said that they've got the Lord of Contagion. They got it in a starter set.
I'd like not so much from the actual unit type and its ability, but just the way it looks is the one with the Great Cleaver. It just yeah.
I just wore orange paint. Yeah, Great Cleaver one is pretty cool. That's an awesome weapon too.
Yeah, I was trying
I did do a for those that are watching, if you look at our YouTube channel, our regular one, I did do a thing on the Plague Marine Fighter. And then yeah, they went through the weapons and stuff and what best combinations and stuff.
Yeah, I was trying not to be biased with weapon choice because yeah, the flail and the cleaver definitely my two favorite weapons. When I got the Space Marine Series 3 in Japan, it came with an extra great flail of corruption, so that was... I just need to look for another cleaver.
Yeah, did you try that Bits Galaxy?
I'd have to get a whole new model. I'm just going to try and pick up a singular somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And Death Guard are, for what they for the way they look, they're actually really easy to paint.
Well, most of them are the easy to build models too, aren't they? Like a lot of the ones you buy in all the sets.
Yeah. But the actual Death Guard pack you can get has got some, is where you get the flail and the cleaver, and yeah, those models are just so much more detailed.
Oh yeah.
But nothing to the Series 3 models. The Series 3 models just went to the next level.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing.
Do I have them on the bottom here? No, they're Tyranids. I'd have to go on those trays I bought. I bought 2 boxes of 3 trays, and yeah, my the print job just finished. Sweet.
So that is.
Yeah.
What, more bases?
Yeah. 7 more bases. Let's just pull this out.
You having trouble with the nozzle anymore? Like, you know, it was clogging up?
No, I haven't had... Well, I've only just started printing again recently, so...
Yeah.
I haven't
Apparently
had
that's
any
pretty
problem.
common, I know.
Yeah, probably why the nozzles cost like $10 each.
Yeah, otherwise you'd be ripping your hair out.
Okay. But although like replacing the nozzles are a pain in the ass. You have to pretty much open up the entire mechanism just to fully replace it. But I found a cheaper, not cheaper, an easier way of doing it. I don't know if it actually hurts the machine or not. Probably does.
Yeah, right. Okay, looks like I just got the shoulder to do. And the gems. I'm getting there with this dude. Bit of a big model. I suppose it is a beast, it's a pretty big one. Orange would go to yellow, yeah? Orange to yellow, yeah, it's lighter.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do.
Yes. Do you have a white?
Yeah, I'll go to like white on the tips of the tongue, and then.
Yeah. Do you have a white layer paint?
Yeah, I've got Wraithbone. Oh no, layer. No, that's a base. I've got off-white, Wraithbone.
If you've got any type of really light layer paint, you should be able to put it on there. It'll dry and go very transparent.
Yeah, right.
So you can then just basically layer it. So, okay. I don't know if you'll be able to see all these, but
Oh, they're the ones you just printed?
yeah.
Are they all, what's the 7 different styles, or are they all the same?
They're all different.
Cool. Yeah, nice.
So they'll end up like this. So this is now dried. I think it's dried. Okay. Paints. See colours.
Both of these armies you could really do with an airbrush, eh?
Oh, easily.
Like both of these armies lend to that kind of thing. Just don't have the time to learn a new skill like that. Honestly, I do too many things. Okay. Still got to think about the shoulder pad. What the hell should I do with that? What's that? What team have we most enjoyed in kill team tournaments? I think I enjoyed Daemons because, like, I played Tau and Drakari, but they're very thinking teams. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to really have you on the ball with them. With the Daemons, you know, they were just sort of all close combat and then a bit of psychic powers. I think I quite enjoyed just playing that. You know what I mean? Something a bit simpler. Don't know about you, Castle. What did you?
Okay, this is definitely not dried. Dang. I need to get a heat gun or a hairdryer or something onto this thing. Considering I've only ever taken Necron and Death Guard, I found more enjoyment with the Necron because it caused confusion with who I was playing. They just weren't expecting the tactics that I was throwing out. Death Guard was probably more fun from a destruction point of view. Because, yeah, you put Death Guard out there, everyone knows what they're capable of doing, and they just do that. So...
yeah. Some kick-ass fighters with lots of Poxwalkers.
Yep. God damn it.
green. How's it going to go?
I've got a red somewhere.
I'm going to have to clean this up a bit.
I'm probably going to ruin this, but I'm going to throw that on there.
What are you throwing on there?
I don't know. Passandora yellow.
The hell's that? Is that a Games Workshop one?
Yeah.
I'm breaking out the Vallejos now. They're better paints anyway, just quietly.
Why didn't I use this before?
There you go, T-Man, if you want to look at that. It's getting there. I've got most of the detail done. All I've got to do now is I've got these little gems everywhere I've got to do. Got to touch up the highlights on all the spines, do the eyes. Yeah, mainly just gems that, do the base. The base will be a yellow. And then I'll do a cracked earth. Sort of Martian, whatever that one's called. Martian... What's that shit called? Martian Iron Earth.
Really need to hit this with a heat gun or something.
What's that?
I just want the base to dry.
Oh, okay.
Just impatient.
It's a good thing about this bigger model. It's just by the time I work on one thing, come back to it, it's dried.
Yeah, that's what I found with this Blood Crusher. Oh, God. I'm going to try the smaller paintbrush this time. Yeah, contrast paints are cheating.
Kinda. But not if you use them. I just kind of use them as bases, really. Like,
Yeah,
that I'll
yeah.
layer colors off and make it look good. Just sort of skips 2 steps, you know?
Yeah, it's got a nice viscosity, so it just the paint just gets into all of the areas you need to, rather than you have to push it around.
Yeah. I quite like them. I was a bit resistant, but then a day we're at the tournament, I just said to that guy at work, they just sold me some. Give them a go. And there's a couple that I really like now that I use, you know, not as main things. I mean, probably wouldn't look at my models and think they're all contrast, because they're not really. They're just sort of highlights.
The
Or I'll
thing
just
I
use them as a base, as I said, for a color.
Yeah, the thing I dislike about them the most is how they rub off if you don't seal them.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh, a request to paint the Gazgul Thraka model. That thing is massive. Did you see that, Kyson, on the new White Dwarf? It's been the last 2 White Dwarfs, actually. That orc that's just like the size of a bloody dreadnought. It's a pretty sick model. It's better than the original one.
Oh,
Do you a deal, T-Man? Buy me that model, I'll paint it. I think you can only get it in the set, that big box set. I think.
oh yeah, I think I want to say that
Could be wrong.
the registration for 9th edition is tomorrow.
What, for pre-orders?
Yeah,
at the Games Workshop
yeah,
shop. Oh, Warhammer, sorry.
yeah. Got an email about it a few days ago.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to actually go in and do it.
Yeah, they're opening up the arena to put 2 extra kiosks in there to take the
They,
extra orders.
they don't have any games going at the moment, do they? Like
No, no.
yet, yeah. Hopefully soon. All right. Looking good.
They're very paranoid with uh making you basically sanitize use hand sanitizer when you walk in there now.
Well, I guess getting people in there
Oh,
touching models and seeing
yeah,
everything.
yeah, for obvious reasons, but it's just if you're unaware and you walk in there, like they just start barking at you, like sanitize your hands. It's like, oh yeah, shit. But yeah, as Cam said, he's just like, I don't want to have to wipe down every single box in this room.
Yeah, exactly. Favorite orc model? I don't know. They're all pretty good, eh? I do like Gobos. I like all the Gretchen. They're pretty cool. Pretty fun.
I was gonna say Gretchen's as a joke.
Well, yeah, I actually like them. Like with Sigma, I think that was the army that I probably would have chose if I was going to collect one. Would have been probably the Gloomspite Gits on Squigs and stuff.
Yeah,
But there's so many
good
good
luck.
ones, eh? Like I avoided Age of Sigma for ages, but then when I went to the store not long ago, I had a look at the range and I realized just how good it is. Like so much better than the old Warhammer 40,000, Warhammer Fantasy days. Because I used to play Warhammer Fantasy in the 80s and 90s, and Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay as well. But yeah, I mean they're just amazing models and really unique. Now, obviously, Games Workshop's gone on that little stint of copyright where they want to have their own, you know what I mean, own ranges. Like, because they can't, just all be orcs or this. They got to call it something else. So it's all, yeah, it's pretty groovy. Really interesting lines. Except for the elves with the hammers, I don't really get that one. Don't know if you've seen them.
No,
And then those other elves that ride fish and stuff. I don't know what that's about either. Since you're on the ground, I don't know
Kanye
how they
West.
don't know how the deepkin or whatever they're called. You seen them? And they flying around on fish and stuff. All right, suitably orange tongue, which goes to yellow to white. We
Please tell
won't
me
pick
you
it from
haven't
my.
been doing.
Hey?
Tell me you haven't been doing one tongue for the last hour.
No, I've been doing the whole model. But I just every time it dries, I come back and put another layer on it.
Oh right, okay.
Now, it's looking good. All right. So I need my yellow base. That is called Avalon Sunset. That's the one. Always forget that one. These demonettes look like some women you might date around the Northern Rivers.
No comment.
You know I'm right.
Oh yeah, shit.
Boom, boom. This is going to be a massive base to do that cracked earth effect on. Use half a pot. Now this time I've got to remember to put the lighter shade on. Forgot last time. Per usual. I'm doing the base for all the things there, which is the most dumbest idea in the world. I just don't feel right painting something unless the base is stuck to it. I don't know what that is. Something psychological. Could have just been hit in the head too many times.
Shit.
I've got like 10 mil of water in front of me since I dropped it all. At some stage, I'm going to have to go get some more.
Okay, let's try this again.
Favorite video we've done so far? I don't know. I quite like the interview we did with Scott. That was pretty cool. That was a big one for us. I've been too lazy to do anything like that since then. That was on the Kill Team Manager program. It's probably the one we were most hyped for. Got to get around to doing some more Australian content and interviewing some dudes.
When the shop, when all the shops are open again, like the shops are open up here at the moment, but I mean, like when they're in full swing again, I want to get around and basically catalog a lot of the local stores.
Yeah, well, we always give them shout outs on here, which is fair enough. I mean,
That's still wet.
they're all kind of struggling. I'll have to do some more on-site stuff too, like we started doing before all this crap went down.
Yeah.
Maybe a Kill Team tournament could be in the air. We have got permission to do one.
Okay.
Big thanks to the viewers for all the questions tonight too. It makes it a bit more interesting for us. Normally we're just shit talking.
Might as well just paint all these up.
Okay. Already been an hour.
Hour and a half.
These things always fly.
Note to self, let these dry.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting the previous colour on whatever work you're trying to do through being impatient.
Oh no, I put some shades down on the last one and in some of the gullies and cracks. It was still wet. So the shade just started bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, I think I've got maybe 10 different variants of these bases. So there should be enough variation to not notice that it's the same bases.
Pretty good.
Hmm.
No, someone said they liked the start of the Necron video we did. So the one where I said the T1000 had sex with your toaster?
I think that may have been the one that we didn't put up.
Ah.
You said a variant, like you definitely said like something along that line. But for those unaware, there was multiple versions of that video.
Oh, that's right. The first one we recorded, we canned because the sound quality was so bad, which is not unusual with me. Or more my setup.
Wasn't that at your old place?
I don't know. Can't remember. Ugh, how many gems can you have on one model?
So much of this. Yeah, I reckon there was a lot more information we gave in that first version that just didn't
Yeah, I know.
make it
That
to
was
the
so
second
frustrating.
version. I think it was just because like it was going fine, and then halfway through the video, your audio just started really screwing up.
Yeah.
But
Which
yeah,
isn't unusual.
Your new setup's fine though.
Definitely better. Isn't that amazing? Like that's how bad NBN is or NBN is National Broadband Network. If anyone's from overseas, it's how bad it is in rural areas in Australia that I changed to a dongle, which is basically just a mobile phone, and it's 10 times better than my NBN setup. That's just sad. That's what we paid all that money for.
What are you talking about? We didn't pay nothing. It's the generations to come that are going to pay for it.
Insert evil Dr. Evil laugh. Yeah, we've already paid for our parents' mistakes, right?
I don't know, the ABC is still kicking somehow.
Cancelled that years ago.
I really don't have an issue with it. I just like always bringing it up, going, it's not dead already? Seriously.
Just to trigger people.
Yeah. Anyone joining? There is madness to my mayhem at the moment. Sorry, there is logic to my mayhem.
Anyone who doesn't
Method.
listen to band Mayhem should really do so. They're awesome.
Or Necrogoblin.
Oh, Necrogoblin. I haven't heard them in ages. So I just decided to make all gems green. Because I just really couldn't be bothered doing 400 different ones.
Until you read the rules and it's like, oh yeah, like green gems mean X.
It means that it's get -2 wounds.
Yeah. So you should have red gems.
Ugh, damn you and your red gem. I don't want red. Corn's bitter enemy.
Oh, I'd love to get a Great Unclean One model one day and just paint that up. Just as something to show.
Oh yeah, we got to. Well, we will be getting some greater demons. There is no doubt about that. I know my team. I'm going to have at least 2. And yours, I mean, they are really good too. Those bloodthirsters, I've heard.
Hmm.
From what I've seen, some people just roll whole teams full of bloodthirsters. And Slanesh, well, Keeper Secrets is the best model in the team. All right. If you were some whacked out, perverse alien monster, which is the emanation of all your dreams, what color eyes would you have? Yellow? Red? Not red.
Don't know.
So now I'm just trying to think what would stand out against the sort of pinky purple. So the green gems, they got to dry. Still haven't figured out the shoulder pad either. Don't know what to do with it. Let's consult the manual. What do they do with it? It's just kind of black. Okay. Could do it black. That'd be fairly neutral.
Hmm.
Not the worst idea, Games Workshop. About some Black Templar contrast to start it.
Did that just go everywhere?
The contrast?
Yeah.
No. I felt it was for a sec. I thought I'd lost it. I got a text message at the same time as I was shaking it, and I looked, and I went, oh, quick look back. I'm going to hate gems after this. Okay. How are you doing? Are you doing a few at a time, or are you?
Yeah, I'm just swapping between things at the moment. Okay, where did I put that? God, this is gonna kill me, I reckon. I have a random etching tool from a very long time ago. And yeah, I'm about to put this miniature on the end of the etching tool.
I'm not sure what you mean with that one, T-Man. Would I rather verse the same team in a tournament or play as the same team in a tournament? Do you mean like mirror match? I mean like if I was Demons, would I rather play against Demons because I know how to use them? Is that what you mean? That's the question. I'd probably no. I like to play against other teams that don't know anything about Demons if I'm going to play them, because it gives you an advantage then. If your enemy doesn't really know much about your team, if they play the same team as you, chances are they probably know as much as you do about them. So it's not really an advantage. Although I don't think I've ever played this against the same team in a tournament yet. Like, same team I was taking, that is. I know you have. Played against the Necron team when you had Necrons.
Hmm.
And that wasn't an advantage. Alright, I think black works.
It's just not going to
Shake.
show up.
What's not showing up?
Oh no, I was just about to cheat and use Blood Angel Red contrast, but it's a little bit darker than I thought. So I'm going to have to go back to Mephiston Red.
Oh, yeah. Alright. So, highlights and shading. Pretty much, nearly there.
Hey Mango.
I'll do that yellow layer while I'm here. Oh, how bright should I make it? Got to check from one of these other models. Definitely. Sure, actually. I think it's actually the really light one. What's that? Phalanx yellow. That's a very light color. So I'm just going to do the base. Anyone's watching there, I'm doing the base in yellow. A couple of layers of that, and I'm going to go very, very, very bright with the yellow because what I'm going to do is the Martian Iron Earth over the top of it so it cracks. I'll give you something like, you might not be able to see it very well on there, but something like this cracked earth effect, like this like lava or a volcano or something that's standing on. Quite cool. Do you go over your whole model with Noel?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Do you water it down?
No.
I wonder if I could use like a. I can't use a contrast medium with it. So
But
I've experimented with watering it down, and it's not that great.
No, I just, yeah, it depends. Like, it really didn't do what I wanted it to do on these demons, but it did darken it down a lot.
Yeah. Right. Sweet pop of this of the paint. Yeah, so anyone who is looking at getting into like Warhammer, demons aren't your worst option. You know, you're going to go Age of Sigmar or 40k, then you can play these in everything. Pretty much all their skirmish and big games. Which is why Kaisel and I want to collect them. And we like Daemons. I don't know, like, if demon teams listen to heavy metal, what do you think Korn would listen to? It'd have to be like death metal. You know, he's into his misery and or even thrash metal. Korn would be into that, wouldn't he?
I was just about to say Sugar, but
Oh yeah. They've got that song Blood.
Bleed.
Bleed, yeah. Is that the album? I think that's the actual album. Or is that just the main song from it?
I don't know. I actually don't have that album.
Good song. Oh, I've got it. I think Slanesh should be into like Norwegian black metal or something. Although with all the pink, you'd think it'd be hair metal.
Oh, yeah.
Twisted Sister or something.
No, I was about to say Steel Panther.
Steel Panther. Some classic songs.
Death to all but metal.
Yeah. Did you see them at one of the
No,
last
I
big
know.
day outs? Oh, you weren't at that one, were you? I think you'd just had your first child.
No, you mean Soundwave.
Was that Soundwave, was it? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Soundwave. Same year, I think Faith No More were there, Lamb of God. Just trying to think who was headlining. I know Marilyn Manson there was shit. Yeah, I don't think you were at that one, were you?
Yeah, because we met up with you.
You came to the one. Oh well, we've been to bloody everyone together, but I think the last one that we went to together was the one with the Monomath there, with had the Viking ship.
Yeah, the last one that
Stage.
Dave Brocky was at.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you saw Guar with us, didn't you?
No, Amy did.
Oh,
I went
was so
over to
pissed.
see.
Like they literally started like 30 minutes late, and they only had like
Yeah.
a 45-minute set or something. And I was waiting to go see Satyricon.
Yeah, because I went to see Duran Gray just next to where Satyricon was.
Yeah. And then get back from the concert and he's bloody dead. And it's like, oh my god, we only got to see like 3 songs. Which is a bit of a blow. Drugs are bad, I'm Curry.
Was it an overdose? I thought it was just a heart attack
No,
or something.
No, it was.
Okay.
It was heroin or something hectic. Alright, I think this is suitably light in colour. It's really blinding everyone on the screen. Okay. Alright, I'm going to need some water, man. This has turned into scuzz, like the 10 mil that I actually have. Just give me a couple of minutes, I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, this is actually not turning out as bad as I thought.
All right, let's try not to drop this one. Some highlights. Actually, I wonder if that green's dried. Probably not. You winning with yours?
Yeah, I'm just doing the little not skull, scale highlights. Doing sort of like a applied layer upon layer, just to give it a little bit more color around the scales, while the rest of the flat skin still stays a really darkish color. I'm only gonna have to do this to 20 other blood letters.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to need heaps, man. It's like with the Demonettes. Like, I'm going to need... They're best in units of 30. So I'm going to need quite a few. I've got 30 that I'll actually own, like when my new set comes in. But probably need 2 of those. Same with your blood letters, I'd say. You probably need them in big swarms.
Yeah.
These emeralds don't look too bad.
I need to get better light systems set up
Yeah,
here.
so do I. Just got my dodgy reading lamp. I was thinking about bringing my floodlights from the shed.
Oh, jeez. That wouldn't be that bad at the moment because it would warm up the room a little.
Yeah. I actually don't look too bad. So eyes. Still don't have a colour for eyes.
I was going to say like a really pale blue, but you've already got blue on there.
Yeah, oh, that's like just reminding me to highlight that blue. Do something nice to it. If I can find my light blue paints. I think I need a better system than just my drawer. Ah, there it is.
Did you see that stand that I bought for my paints?
Yeah, is that like a MDF one or something?
Yeah. I think it was like $30.
Yeah, right. Well, you just put it together. You could probably print one, couldn't you? Like a good stand.
It'll probably take about 40 hours.
40 hours.
I'm
Jeez.
not joking. Anything that size, yeah, it's going to take some time.
You're right.
But I'm going to eventually buy those, that terrain print pack and print it one day. Well, not.
Which one's that?
The one that's modular, that just everything just clicks together like Lego.
Oh yeah, I think you showed me that one.
But I'm going to
Terrain, something
buy.
we really have a lack of.
Sorry, yeah. Well, this will allow us to make like just giant cities.
That would be good.
But yeah, I'm going to basically buy a few, like 2 or 3 different spools of PLA, and then a few different heads, and just go for it for a few weeks straight.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
What is? Wow. This guy doesn't have little spines on one side of his arm, like on one arm, just near the elbow. He has spines. On the other side, he doesn't have spines.
Triggered.
Oh, it's probably just. It's just. I reckon I've put the wrong arm on. God damn it.
Okay. The good old dry brush. Seem to be going away from dry brushing, the latest techniques. It's all more layering and
Yeah. Well, dry brushing
old school
creates.
dry brush, man. Like, it's still the best. Well, I won't say it's the best, but it still works. It does make it look more natural, I reckon.
Let's see if I can screw this up.
It's gone quiet in the audience.
Probably because of what I'm doing. They're all holding their breath. I'm doing the tips of the spines like a flamish type yellow tip while the paint's wet.
Just dry brushing all the blue. We should have done that before I did all the other bits, but anyway. This thing's nearly ready for a freaking bath of goodness. Yellow eyes. Don't know. Maybe I make the eyes the same color as the tongue, like multicolor up to white. Pretty small though. Maybe. Just having trouble finding the contrast paints in my drawer. Here it is. Nasdreg yellow. If that'll look any good. One way to find out. let's do this. At least we could finally get a painting thing going.
Hmm.
It's going pretty good.
God.
God, it seems a long time ago now. We used to do our old stints out to play role-play games up at Toowoomba. Remember that? Is that
Yeah,
Ozcom?
yeah,
Is that
that's
called
a good.
Ozcom? Does it still
Yeah, that
run?
was. I don't know.
Neither do I. Good times though.
I think it. Yeah. I'm interested in CanCon now.
Yeah, we're definitely going to CanCon. Well, they do. I had a look last time. They had a Kill Team Arena tournament. Is what they were running, which would be pretty fun. And then obviously Age of Sigmar is pretty big there too. Seems to be the main event for that.
Hmm.
Probably 40k. Obviously, that's a no-brainer. Being the most popular. Yeah, I'd definitely like. I mean, Canberra's a shithole. Sorry, anyone who lives there. I mean, I lived there when I was in the army, but yeah, don't really rate it much as a place. But yeah, if it's got a good tournament scene, hell yeah, are we there?
Screw it.
You got anything to show me yet?
Um, Not really. Maybe when this sword's done, you'll be able to see what I'm
You
trying
kind
to
of
do.
chain doing them, are you?
No. This is just my test to see if it's what I want to paint them as. My light, like, I don't think you'll be able to see it properly. Not focusing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
You know,
can't really
you know what you could do, man. That you could you know, in those little frilly bits.
Yep.
Layer them up from red to yellow to white. Look really good. Like even red, orange, yellow, white. Like go up the spines.
You mean like that?
I can't really see in my little screen. Oh yeah, okay. You've already been doing that.
Yeah.
Looks good. Okay. Almost the moment of truth with these suckers. It's a good yellow color. Maybe this one. Oh man, I've got to paint another 2 of these things. Jesus, they're very time consuming. I'm really dreading painting the Keeper of Secrets. I mean, I'm excited about it, but that's such a big model.
You idiot, don't do anything. Paint's still wet and I'm trying to put extra layers on top of it.
As you do.
Actually, I've got a fan here.
Except your lizard eyeballs. Hey. Yellow was a good colour for eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get that sickly sort of look about it. Evil.
Yeah, blindly plugging a fan into power. This won't end badly.
No. We repeat, nothing can go wrong.
Ow!
Is that just general electrocution, or?
No, that was the fan has no cover. It's just a little desk fan. It has no cover on it. I stuck my hand straight into the fan.
Did your mummy ever teach you that?
We used to do that in the schoolrooms with the metal fans.
True. I once had one of those science gauzes thrown at me. I was picking on this kid, and he just fully like ninja starter one of those metal gauzes. Remember those? And they were sharp, like all over.
Yeah.
We used to put them on the Bunsen burners. They probably don't even do that in school these days. They're that lame, but yeah, just ninja dodged it. Teachers were so not caring back then. They were just like, "Stop that now." Nearly killed someone.
Was it Joey or was it someone else that lit a Bunsen burner straight?
Straight from the wall.
Yeah, no, straight from the socket.
Yeah, I think so. Sounds like something I probably would have done.
I know someone else put magnesium straight into a wall socket.
Oh, jeez. It's the quality education that we had, eh? Most of our teachers were either drug dealers or drug users back in the 90s and 80s. Half of them were high in class. Would have had to be to put up with us.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the new school at Ballina?
No, I haven't.
Apparently it doesn't have walls, like
What?
between classrooms. Some of my nephews go there and they say that you can literally see into all classrooms now.
That's
The
weird.
weirdest idea I've ever heard in my life.
Much.
Okay. Oh, this brush, man. Nothing like a new brush, eh? It's good for like the first 20 minutes and then it's pretty much wrecked. Okay. Agrix Earthshade or Null Oil
On what?
on this. It's quite vibrant.
Ooh. See, on the
Now.
flesh, I'd say Reclin.
Like it's very vibrant, bright model. Actually, I've got to highlight those shoulders.
Gotta wait for that to dry. Some of the memes coming out at the moment
What
for
about?
Necron users are good.
Yeah, some hate on those new models.
Apparently,
You like them, don't you? You like the look of them.
yeah, I don't mind them. They look beefier.
Right. They are meant to be
No.
like metal skeleton looking things, though.
Yeah. I've got to let this one
What were you
dry.
saying?
Something about Pariah is everyone thought it was like a new Necron thing, but apparently it's the name of a. I'm just going to say Drakari. It's going to be wrong. Like it's a completely different. Like, it's a unit in a completely different faction, and
really?
everyone's pissed about it.
What, they thought it was going to be a Necron?
Yeah.
Right. Fun and games.
Yeah, it'll be actually good when we're able to stream properly on here games.
What?
Like
Games?
live games.
Oh, yeah. Well, have you changed the setup at all, or any ideas? I mean, top down we use is okay.
Yeah, I've pulled it apart so much, but
Oh, you got your little computer box you built.
yeah, but I'm just gonna rebuild it, and all we need to do is just have a net connection, a wire, like not so much what you've got, like what you've got with a dongle. Like I can just use my phone, just tether my phone to it, and you just stream that way.
Yeah, right.
It's beastie. Way too much on there. Fuck. I was thinking of ordering Oathmark today and seeing if I could get it before you.
Oh, I'm so pissed about that, man. I've been waiting 3 weeks, I think, for that.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a review on it. That's the video I wanted to do. I thought it was coming into new. And apparently Australian Post just, ugh, like, what are they doing? Do they even work? I mean, you pay for, with this last set of stuff I got, you pay for Express, which is like $20 more, and it takes them a week and a half to get to. It's crazy.
We've got
I think
issues with them at the moment.
they could have stopped using the virus as a freaking excuse. This bad service.
Like I can, because I'm getting the core rulebook sent from Melbourne, so I got to put that into.
Oh, yeah, you haven't received that yet.
No, but the message is that due to flight limitations and that sort of stuff, and I can agree with that because they've put stuff into lockdown and that sort of stuff, but everywhere else shouldn't have those limitations.
No, not anymore. Yeah, besides if you live in Melbourne. Save your soul if you do.
I was joking with my brother today because we tried to convince my mum that I needed her help to do a midnight run to try and evacuate my brother and his family, and she's like, "Sure, yeah, they're in Melbourne now," and she's like, "Sure, you're just messing with me." So I told him to tell her that as well, and she's just not believing us one bit. And then I sent him a message today going, "Dude, like I've really like stuffed up. The Queensland Police are actually looking for semi-trailers with Victorian people smuggled through in the back of them." And I'm like, and I've just been sitting here joking about like evacuating people under the cover of night and that sort of stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I am so on a watch list right now.
For sure.
And then I sort of said to him that I half expect there to be a wall built along the border, and sure enough, they're like doing full border surveillance. And I'm like, shit, what else did I say? Oh yeah, I said that like they were going to have a great purge of Victoria. And I'm like, dude, like if this happens, good luck.
Victoria.
Yeah, like anywhere else in Australia, you shouldn't get like, sure, a lot more stuff is being sent via the post, so it will be a little bit backlogged, but they've had
I think
2 or 3 months to.
Yeah, if you actually pay for a good service, you know what I mean?
Yep.
That's just bad service. If like if you just go standard mail, I get it. You know what I mean? There's going to be delays, but if you actually pay and go out of your way, $20 more for just a couple of items, it's like, yeah, not good enough.
Oh, God damn it. No, I just got black.
All right.
I have this feeling that most of this figure is armor, and I'm just being really pedantic.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool. Well, that's looking pretty good. Do you use the gloss, Noel? I don't mind that.
I mistakenly used it one time. On my death. Actually, I used it on my Necrons first,
Yeah.
but I didn't really notice. I just thought because it was over the top of the metallic, so I just thought, oh yeah, the metallic's just heaps shiny. And it wasn't until I used it on my Death Guard that I'm like, why are my Death Guards so glossy?
Kind of goes with them.
Yeah, and it worked because they're meant to be sort of like oily and gooey.
Icky.
Yeah, so I wasn't too upset at that effect.
How good do those Nurgle's Maggot kin look?
Yeah.
They got some sick models, man. Might be a potential ally, hey?
Mm.
I like the Zench models myself. I think I'm gonna, if I go an ally, it'll probably be Zench. Or Slaves to Darkness. Do like the old Chaos Warrior ones. I kind of like the new models. They're just sort of crouching, or not crouching, but sort of hunched over sort of Chaos Warriors that look kind of cool. Okay, let's watch me stuff up Martian Iron Earth. I'm gonna need half a freaking kilogram of the shit for this base. Still got an old tub here. Thankfully, I got two because I go through it.
I think what I'm going to do with this blood crusher is dry brush over it a red color lightly, and then just so it just looks like paint's just really chipped off.
Yeah.
And then come over and highlight it with gold. Screw it. I think I'm just going to paint all of it black.
Now we need a shitty old brush. Shitty old brush, where are you? That one is shitty enough. Oh god. I think it's going to use half a tub just on this base. Anyone doesn't know what this one this is a technical paint, so it's like a basing paint. And, you basically apply it on and let it really thick and let it dry, and it makes a cracked earth kind of look.
Mm.
Or you could cheat like Kaisel there and just 3D print some cracked bases. Probably easier.
I'm just impatient.
Really is why you should do the base first. Every time I do this, I say I'm going to do it. That's a serious glob. Any new good bands on Bandcamp or anything?
I haven't really been looking around for any music of recent. It's like pretty much my Spotify has just been non-stop synthwave stuff. So just
You know
stuff that I
Dungeon synth is a thing.
probably.
It's kind of like adventure game inspired by adventure games.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's like pretty out there. It's like listening to an old D&D computer game or something, but it's music.
um, there was a band that I found ages ago. I didn't really get into them. Called Gygax.
Like as in Gary Gygax.
Yeah, yeah. And they do sort of like a stoner rock, but for D&D inspired and that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
One of their album covers looks like second edition.
nice.
Oh,
The one with the dude on the horse.
Oh no, just the
Doesn't have that
text.
charged guy on the horse. Oh, the text.
Yeah, like the blue outlines and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't bad, but I didn't really like, you know how you sometimes find a good album and you can listen to it for like days on end without tiring.
Yeah.
I couldn't with these guys.
The new
It wasn't bad.
The new, well, I say new, but it's a little bit older. Conan one's really good. You know, sort of doom metal band Conan. Yeah, we've seen them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, their new one is awesome. So good. Meep. New one. Yeah, these massive basses take up a lot of iron earth.
Is that a Citadel one or
This, yeah,
Vallejo?
Martian iron earth.
I haven't used that one.
It's really good. It's like that other one. What's the mud one?
Yeah, I've got the mud one.
Agrillin Earth. I've got that one.
Yep.
As well. It's good as well. But I like the red. It's real vibrant.
I'm regretting this now. It's like, why didn't I just paint the mount of the
separately?
Yeah, spray paint it black, and then just stick the rider on the top. Oh god.
Yeah, it's like with main bases. Sometimes it's just so much easier to do it separately. Say, mounted figures are definitely in that category. I'm thinking that with my Seekers too. I glued them all in. I should have probably just painted them separate.
Oh god damn it.
anyone's going to use this iron earth on these things, you're going to need at least 2. They're pretty expensive. They're like about $11 each or something in Australia.
Yeah. How much is the liquid green stuff from Citadel?
I don't know.
I was watching-
I haven't bought any for so long. I've still got that old tube I use from
Yeah, I
early
was watching
2000s.
someone, I forget who they were, they were just talking about how the actual Citadel liquid green stuff is really expensive. They're like,
Yeah, right.
don't expect to be sculpting with this because it's just so expensive.
Really?
I think it might have been the guy that was making custom poxwalkers. He released another video the other day.
Oh yeah.
He has got some talent. Some of the stuff
yeah.
that he makes is just crazy.
They look really good.
He had a poxwalker that the entire body was a fist.
Wow. Didn't he make them in themes like insects and shit?
Yeah.
Kind of grouped them together.
But it all just works. It's just like, yeah, Nurgle, like they're all just spawns of chaos. Like,
Yeah, you can really go to town with Nurgle, hey? Like, there's no real wrong way to do it.
yeah, that's what I was saying before. With painting them, it's just like, you can't make a mistake. You just, well, that's just an extra little driplet of green.
Yeah, that's right. They're just dirty, pustulant. Okay, this base is coming along. Bit Ripley. Might just have to add a few more heights into it. I usually use a really big round brush for this, but I've got to get into a lot of little recesses. And we're not going to see the results tonight because it'll take all night to dry. And crack. Yeah, bruh, Cadbra, Cadabra. These are models from the Realm of Chaos set that Warhammer brought out. These are Heed Knights of Slaanesh that I'm doing. So this one I'm doing at the moment is a Fiend. I think, Kaiser, what are you working on? You still working on that Hound thing?
Yeah, I was just doing a Blood Crusher just before. And I'm just switching between that Karanak, I think, that we just keep forgetting the name of.
Yeah, it's like a 3-headed flesh
Yeah.
hound, but this thing's like some Slaanesh, some sort of perverted god in that. So yeah. Oh, you saw
And
the names
also-
on the thing, yeah. Yeah, feel free to subscribe to the channel, dude, if you're here. Much appreciate it. If you
Okay,
haven't already.
checking out these custom bases. The custom printed bases have dried finally, so
Oh yeah. What did you give him, an undercoat or something?
yeah, just a yellow, and I'm coming back over with that orange shade, which just refuses to dry. So I'll have to paint the final color on the top tomorrow. I am like liberally just dripping this stuff
Yeah.
all over it.
I've got this iron earth on it. It's going to be all like such a whole heap of that pot. Massive amount of money. That's all right. It's all good. All right. So leave that to dry. All I got to do now is just Am I doing the outside of the base? I'm doing it in gloss black. Where's that? There we are. Alrighty. So he's looking pretty nasty. We can't do that thing on our Facebook, on our YouTube yet, can we? We can just post pictures and updates and shit. I think it's at a certain amount of subscribers or something.
Yeah, soon I think.
Yeah, I will do that soon. Oh, we've got Instagram and that we can Facebook we can start doing a bit more on, but it's just too many things to freaking update all the time. Both of us work full time.
Yeah, with how thick I'm putting this shade on, I don't expect it to be dried till tomorrow.
Yeah, well, this Martian iron Earth's going to take a good 6 hours or so to come up. We've been doing a few hours yet, have we? Getting there, wouldn't it?
2.5, almost 3.
Wow. Time flies. It's alright, that's quite a big model. I'm pretty happy to have this nearly finished. Could do another 2 of these suckers.
And then the 3 Keeper of Secrets.
Oh god.
Oh, trust me, when I get to mine, I'll have a airbrush set up by then.
It's your bloodthirsters.
Yeah.
That's the kind of model that would really pay on an airbrush. The best Keeper Secret ones I've seen painted they look beautiful done on airbrush. They're just so big that you can do that, you know.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have to be that pro at it either.
Airbrushing isn't that hard. It's just
control.
Yeah. And you just have to get used to it.
You used to do it in school. You used to have an airbrush set up to do those paintings, I remember.
I still have that airbrush and that compressor kit. The compressor still works after 20 years.
Yeah, right.
It's just the airbrush is all... I let the needle just decay. Well, not decay, rust up and seize up.
Yeah, right.
But I did buy a really dodgy airbrush from Bunnings.
Bunnings sells airbrushes.
They do.
Really?
They also like $30.
Be good for your undercoating and that. Like you just want a dodgy one for it. Like just, I mean,
I don't think I don't think the quality's that bad. It's just it's not going to be a great airbrush. But it's the compressor that you need to get.
Yeah, right.
So, and they had a few different air compressors there, but they don't really work to what you need. But apparently they're bringing out a set that's an airbrush and a compressor that works all in one, in one set. The newsagent that I usually drop into that has all the Games Workshop stuff, he sells kits for $300 of an airbrush and a compressor, and I'm like, I already have a compressor, I just need a decent airbrush. Actually,
surely there's heaps out there.
The airbrush I had 20 years ago, I saw the same model at Hobby One a few weeks back, so I might go back there and buy that, because all of the compressor still works perfectly fine. Jesus, these these bases. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get some green stuff, liquid green stuff or something to fill in the gaps when I stick them to the bases, the actual bases. I can
What?
feel some.
In
I can feel
between
some of them. Sorry.
just in between the job. Are they not flat or something?
Yeah, I can feel some of them sort of warping because I didn't stick them to the print tray well enough.
Yeah, right. All right. He is done. Don't touch it anywhere. Right. Go back around this base. The worst thing about these big oval bases is you can't put them on your holder. You know, like this the Citadel miniature
yeah.
holder thing. I think you can get bigger ones though, can't you? You can get ones with
Yeah,
bigger models.
there is a bigger one.
Yeah, I might have to do that. 'Cause this is fucking annoying. Oh, it's one mission complete for the night. Pretty happy about that.
Ooh, that's a layer.
I really love those technical paints for the bases. It just makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
I haven't done one with Flock or anything for quite some time now, but I am going to do my Epic Armageddon army.
That
You know,
has
like
to be in flock.
grass and that, because I mean, it's just so small scale. All right, that one is looking good. Final touch-ups on him later. Very colourful. That base will really pop it out with the when it's all comes out in the yellow like these ones. All right. Put him down to dry. That base crack up. Might start doing some of the base colours on the Enrapturous. She's a bit of work. This is one model you really got to putty up. Oh, I might need to touch that up a bit actually. It'll come up so good. Probably do the little Gimp who's the harp. I can do him in fleshy colours. Where is that? What do you use? Do you use Gilliman? Gilliman flesh is pretty good, eh? Probably the best skin tone.
I haven't had to do a skin tone properly.
Well, you've had all sort of weird ass armies for a while now, haven't you?
Yeah. Which that Reclan actually works really well because it brings out like a really sort of like bloody-ish type tone to the flesh. Oh, crap.
Well, if you ever have to do skin tone, get Gilman flesh contrast. It literally probably one of the better contrasts. Like it nearly looks complete, but I still highlight it all, obviously. But yeah, it looks pretty amazing. This guy's got this cool Slaanesh scar on his back, like scarification of the Slaanesh symbol.
Mm.
In the painting guide, there's like a how to make it look like it's all inset and burned in. I might follow that at some stage.
Shit.
Pretty rad to have your whole body turned into a harp, really. Hey? Like all the strings sticking out of your spine and shit. Pretty gruesome.
I don't know if you can see that.
What am I looking at?
That's kind of what I'm going for. Not really
Can't see that.
focusing.
I think my phone's running behind. Oh yeah. So it's just pre-cracked, basically.
Yeah. Basically using a yellow base, and I've put that orange shade that pretty much like hugs the edges of the cracks, just to give it a little bit more of a glow.
So what are you going to do for your larger bases? Can you find one of those to print, like those big oval ones, or
Yeah, I'm probably going to
probably design some?
yeah.
Shouldn't be too hard.
What I'll probably do is just print a rather large one and put it on top and just cut around the edges.
Oh yeah.
Okay, back to this. Should move these away.
Right. Well, the little gimp slave's easy. He's pretty much just all flesh. At least doing these casts forces you to paint, hey?
Yep.
Not a bad thing.
Oh, God. Just wish we could have music.
Oh, every time we put music on, we get bloody copyright infringed on it.
Yeah.
Remember that first one we did? Ridiculous. I didn't realize, man, but you can, these Infernal and Rapturesses and stuff are not unique characters, so you can have as many as you want.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's not a unique character, you can, and it's a hero, you can have as many as you want. I think in your warband you can get some sort of, one of the heroes can be mounted on that Karanak thing that you've got. Did see that.
Oh,
What'd you
nobody
do?
saw that.
Just spill it everywhere.
No, no. The although it did almost knock over the paint.
Suppose you could, yeah, bruh. You could probably get the free to play instrumentals or music in the background, I guess. I don't know. I'm a real expert on music copyright laws, but every time we play something on this channel, we get it banned or restricted.
Does that come out? Focusing. I need something dark. Mouse pad. Jesus. Yeah, it's not focusing, but that's kind of where I'm going for.
Yeah, it's really small on my screen.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, that'll do the job. I mean, it's got to be, you're going to have to paint like 60 of those things. So you don't want it too complicated.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I've just been going back and forth with different things. Going to regret this.
That's how every good adventure starts. I guess I'm not going to be able to paint more of this because I'm going to have to wait for this to dry.
That's sort of dried already. Okay.
Keep moving on. Wow, I've just got some crusty cleavage going on.
Whoa. That is the most disgusting Citadel paint I've ever seen.
Which one? Titillating pink?
No, Rakarth flesh. I just opened it. It was just gloopy.
Yeah, I got that. I haven't used it yet, actually.
I am using it for dry brushing, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, bro, I was saying, what are you doing? You're playing Warhammer Radio on your laptop. Okay, such a thing. So look that up. I don't know if you've heard, yeah, bro, they've got the, oh, what's it called? Adventure synth or something? Have you ever heard of that shit? I heard it the other day. It sounds like every 1980s dungeon adventure I've ever played on Commodore 64. Okay, she's going to have to dry. Yeah, there's some sort of look on YouTube, Adventure Synth. You'll find like they've got like playlists and a radio thing on there. It's some of it's hit and miss, like, you know, but it all sounds like computer game music. For people, it's just obviously a subgenre. Probably good for painting or gaming, I guess, in the background. What else can I do here? Another fiend. Blech. Vomits. Another 20 demonates. Eek. I don't know. These fiends are so epic, I don't really want to start the next one. That one's taken me a good couple of days. Apparently, you don't even use them in the game. So,
Yeah, I'm half expecting not to use half of these.
Yeah. Probably.
Ah!
I don't know, I might do my musician and shit. Where are they? There they are. I got here.
Cool.
Icon bearer. May as well just keep mass doing flesh and stuff. When in doubt, when nothing dries.
Oh, if this thing doesn't set, I'm going straight for the, like, epoxy resin or something like that. Aren't your bloodletters stuck in, like, on wire or something?
Yeah, they are. And they had those custom skull bases. Yeah, bro, what are you wanting to know about these particular forces? Is that what you're interested in? If you're interested in these forces, then Heathen Knights of Slanesh. I mean, you can use these. You said you just started playing 40k. You can use these in 40k, or you can use them in Age of Sigmar, or Warcry, or Kill Team. Because Demons, pretty much the same in all of those games. So, like I play Demons in Kill Team, but the idea with what Kaisel and I are doing here, this is from the Realm of Chaos box set that Games Workshop brought out. And you get basically Khorne and Slanesh. I'm painting up the Slanesh. And Kaiser's got the Khorne. So our idea was we can use these as an interim army between everything. You know what I mean? So we want to, Kill Team's great, and that's our main sort of game, but, it's a lot easier to get a game of 40k or something, so, or Age of Sigmar. So if we're ever somewhere, at least we've got these armies we can pull out and play. And we can use them in Kill Team. Have you got the plastic crack addiction yet? Yeah, bro? Where you just buy models every week and not tell your wife?
I'm just waiting for the I am your wife.
Ah, that'd be the ultimate.
Oh, come on. Jeez.
I've got to remember how painted the other demon heads now. Oh, there they are. Oh, they got pink tails.
Well, it's off center, but I don't care. It's stuck there now.
Bum you can't come down on the weekend, Castle. Got 2 days of gaming planned.
Yeah.
I mean, you can if you want. I mean, it's pretty easy to get over the border.
I know it's sacrilege, but I think I might actually do this. Black bases.
What do you mean, on the outside?
Yeah.
The rims, that's what I did mine in. I think it stands out a little bit better with the kind of purpley colours I'm going for, purple and blues. Where are you based out of, Yebro? Are you Australian or are you overseas? Space Marine Adventures. If you're going to do Space Marines, man, like it's probably one of the easier things to paint. Don't feel too intimidated by it. It's if you get yourself a good contrast, like if you're going to go, Ultramarines or something, you can get the blue for that, and you can just highlight that, and then just add details in later. It's probably one of the easier armies to paint. Oh yeah, USA, cool. I think we'll probably start getting some more US people on at the moment. They're probably starting to wake up, and I don't know what time it is over there. It's fairly late here.
Yeah, I'm not even going to take a guess. It's been a long time since I've played games with friends in the US.
Plenty of mates from the US when I used to play EVE Online and a few things, but yeah, I haven't done that in a while. Don't have time for computer games anymore. Oh, I have been playing Field of Glory too, which is a computer adaptation of the board game, or the miniature board game. It's pretty good. At 8 a.m. Okay. You're in New Orleans. Cool. What is it here? It's about 10:45 p.m. Friday night here, we're in the future. What's Barnes and Noble? Is that like a
Bookstore.
like a Kmart kind of thing? Oh, bookstore. Okay. Must be called something else here.
No, it's its own chain.
Oh,
we
so
just don't have Barnes here.
Yeah, right. Are you
I'd
saying
know.
You got the set from there? well, if you're in the US, man, you can pretty much buy everything and have good prices on it.
Mm.
Here in Australia, we're so limited. It's just very difficult to get stuff. Pretty much the furthest point from everyone. And the scene's always quite small too. So.
I don't know about the scene being. Oh, actually, for Kill Team, the scene's small, but 40k and Age of Sigma, I'm always seeing people talking about it and having meetups and that sort of stuff. That's half the reason why we want to get into those ones as well. A lot of the tournaments, there's more 40k and AoS tournaments than to Kill Team.
Yeah.
Hell, I think there's even more Warcry tournaments than Kill Team.
Oh yeah, there would be. Starter brush suggestions. I just use stuff from art shops, man. Like I've got, they're reasonably cheap. Here's I don't know what you got over there in the US, but this one's a Princeton. These are quite good. A 2.0. I have a good selection of different size brushes. I like flat ones for dry brushing and stuff like that, bigger flat ones. I really just go to art supply shops or newsagents or anywhere and get decent brushes because I just go through them. Like, you don't really need good brushes, particularly when you're starting off. You just want stuff you can. It's more about just maintaining your brushes and making sure you, don't, just keep them in good order. They'll last a while, but they all go to shit, especially the synthetic ones go to shit pretty quick.
Mm. I'm gonna go out and just sort of go. Well, these are the brushes that I've been using. Mr. Brush from Japan. They're actually really good. Like, I think they were about converted to American, probably about $5 a brush. And
did you buy them over there?
Yeah. But yeah, a brush is a brush. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't get too hung up on brushes personally.
Yeah. Because
you're going to need shitty ones. You're going to need, nice new ones with good points that you can do detail work with. You're going to need frayed ones for dry brushing. Bigger ones for contrast. If you're going to use contrast paints, if you're starting, I would recommend that. If you've got a Warhammer store anywhere near, go check them out. They'll actually give you some painting tutorials and show you how to use contrast, especially if you're going to do Marines. It'll be a really good way to start. Because Marines are kind of like, they're all different colours, so there's usually got a contrast paint per Marine chapter, really. Spend all your money on models, dude. You will anyway. Buy cheap, shitty brushes like me.
Oh, it's gold. I don't want gold. I really don't have a good light yellow.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I got heaps of really good ones. The one I used in that base for the under thing was Phalanx yellow, good layer, and then Uriel yellow was another good one too. But then you'd have Avalanche Sunset though, wouldn't you? That's the base.
Yes, that's what I was using before.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
That's a very orky colour.
Can't really do much at the moment. Just put all these skin highlights and everything. It's not going to dry. On this weather.
God damn it. Too eager to paint, I just picked up a wet base.
Oh, did you? May as well just keep putting skin tones on Daemons and got to be done.
Corax White. Wraithbone. Ew.
That Wraithbone is a paint that dries out a lot.
Well, this one's pure liquid at the moment. It's just, yeah, it's separated. Actually, I'll go Pallid Witch.
Don't think I've got that one.
It's a layer. I'm just looking for some...
Demonette Grey or something. I ordered it with that bunch of stuff I'm getting. Sounded good.
Oh, I was about to say, I wonder how they can ship the paints, but then I realised shipping paints is only an issue overseas.
Yeah.
Like, shipping it to here.
Sprays are different thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't even get isopropyl alcohol sent to you.
Yeah, right. I was picking up the Demonettes by hands and doing them, and then I realised, oh, I can actually use the stand again.
I just fucking picked... I just picked up the base again.
What did you?
I really want this thing finished.
You still on that same bloodletter?
Yeah. Mostly because I just want to just get it done.
It's your test model.
Yeah. And then I'll just start mass production line the rest.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing batches of 10 Demonettes. So I may as well just get all the base tones on them set up so I can just production line the suckers. One thing about Kill Team, you don't need so many models, so you can take a bit more time with them. But Age of Sigmar and Warhammer 40k, whew, that takes a lot. Actually, nephews will be able to play 40k. They've got the They Shall Know No Fear and all that, so they've got all the bloat drones and that for the
Okay.
Death Guard, plus all the good marine stuff too. It comes in that one. So we'll be able to fight them with the demons. How long do you want to paint for, dude?
Not too much longer. I just want to finish this up.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'll yeah, I'm just sort of, not much more stuff's going to dry, so I'm just sort of batch painting at the moment.
Yeah, that's my main issue at the moment as well. I really want these bases to dry.
I did finish that Fiend, so I'm pretty happy.
Okay, Wraith
My main
Bone on this.
objective.
Where is my Wraith Bone? Or is it Skeleton Horde? No, sorry.
Which one? It's
Uh,
got
uh,
contrast.
Yeah. That's the one I was looking for. I was calling it Wraith Bone for some reason.
Wraithbone's the undercoat, or the base coat.
Okay, that didn't come out that bad. I'll
Skeleton Horde's good, man. Just pile it on there.
I'll do that. Where is it? I gotta figure something out to do with these sprues. I have easily a box full of them now.
Yeah, I did see that tutorials. People making buildings out of them because they make good straight square structures, pretty solid. I just take everything off and I've pretty much labelled all my stuff and put them in baggies. Like for each of the races for extra gear, and the sprues I just chucked out. Just don't have the room. arranging your house there, bro?
Yeah, I'm just getting the light box set up.
We can take some photos. Yeah, this is well, I don't know if I'd call it a starter set. I suppose it is. It's like a sort of
Yeah,
an
it is.
enhanced start collecting kind of thing because it's realm of chaos, wrath and rapture. So obviously the wrath is Khorne and the rapture is Slanesh, who's the prince of pleasure. So yeah, you're getting those two demon faction gods. It's sort of like a starter set for each. You get a hero, you get 3 sort of bigger beasties. Um, you get 10 of the main troop type, and then you get 5 of like a cavalry kind of model as well. So it's a really good set. Like over here, it's going to be more expensive than in the US where you are, but I don't know how much it is in the US, but over here, what was it, Scotty? Like 200 bucks or something, 200 and something.
Yeah,
But
it's
over in America, it's probably
240-ish, I
half
think.
that. Talking Australian dollars over here, which ain't worth shit. If you just look up Realm of Chaos, Wrath and Rapture, you'll find it. Definitely a really good value set. You get the basic starters for 2 armies. If you go halves with someone like we did, probably the best way to start. Like with demons anyway. It does actually give you it gives you the base rules for Age of Sigmar as well, doesn't it? In that set, Kaisel?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, like the actual rules for Age of Sigmar. Then it's got the actual stats for both 40k and Age of Sigmar as well in the box set, plus a whole bunch of fluff, little rulers and tokens and shit, as per usual. So you're only new to 40k, but have you actually played a game yet? Yeah, bruh. That's how we say it in Australia. Yeah, bruh. I was going to say kill team's a real viable option if you've only got a couple of starter sets, and that especially Marines, you could easily make a kill team out of it. Without having to get a massive, 2,000 point army or something, and then just build. Doing a month of research, that's how I've been with Age of Sigmar. I haven't played fantasy Warhammer for probably the 90s, probably late 90s. We already sort of got over it by then. But yeah, we're getting back into it. You've definitely got more interesting models than that at the moment.
Okay, let's tidy up this base.
Although one good thing, if you are getting into 40k, is with the new edition coming out, they've got the 500 point, which is a small force sort of option as well. So even if you do just have a couple of start collectings and that, you'll be able to play, which should be pretty good. Give new people a bit more option.
Yeah, on the subject of music, I know that there's a playlist I've been listening to on Spotify that is 40k themed, and it's a lot of the music's actually from the 40k games.
From the computer games.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, that mightn't be copyrighted, but who knows? It is Games Workshop and EA.
Yeah.
Like, I know in some newer games I've played, they've actually got an option in the sound settings to mute in-game music, because if you go near a radio, it'll be playing actual songs that are copyright. Like they've got the copyright to have it in the game, but you won't have the copyright for the streaming.
Yeah, right.
I think the last one of that was Far Cry 5 did that, maybe? Without spoiling anything with the sequel to Far Cry 5, there was a great intro bit to that game where as soon as you left start of the game, you went outside. I think it was the first bandit car that you encountered was playing D'Antwoord.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was great. Because the whole, it's nuclear apocalypse type storyline. You just got these gangs running around in like spray painted fluorescent pink trucks and stuff. Well, not completely pink. Like all of the graffiti on them is all pink, sort of iconography and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't think I haven't played any of those.
Far Cry 5 had a really good story. Like, a lot of people don't like it, but it definitely kept me.
Yeah, okay.
It was a very Christian cult type, doomsday cult vibe.
It's a post-apocalyptic game, yeah.
No, number 5 wasn't.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I can't spoil it. The sequel was, if you can not get the spoiler.
I've nearly done the flesh on these 3. Ten, sorry, not 3. It's nearly midnight. We'll have to do one of those painting challenges, Kaisel. Where we just do like 24 hours straight.
Like, can we pick the miniatures?
Yeah, goblins.
Necrons.
Necrons.
How many Necrons could I paint in 24 hours? Come back with 300.
How many do you reckon you could do?
Decent quality? Maybe 100?
Come on. You reckon?
Yeah, easy. It's pretty much just like you could spray paint it chrome and null oil it, and that's pretty much it. And then it's just highlighting and just putting little bits and details.
Ugh. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Be too pedantic. I'd want to make them all perfect, so it'd be.
Oh no, the thing is, like you put null oil everywhere, and then you start coming back over with Earthshade to put little bits of rust onto them. So everyone's different because you can actually make certain ones have like completely rusted like arms and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, Necrons are probably one of the easier things to paint. It's just metal, basically. How are you doing with your dude?
Yeah, I just sent you. I'm just now going back, fixing it
so
up.
you sent me some pictures on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can't overlay them on the thing, can you? Oh, that's right.
Let me see.
Got a few people watching. If that's the case, I could take some of the ones we've done tonight.
Oh no, those pictures was just work in progress.
I do have those Demonette ones I sent you from the white box. Two more for skin.
try and put these pictures up.
I'll crack the light box up. I'll get one of that fiend. But yeah, if you go back up in our convo there's one. Some of the demonettes. You can see its ears. Oh, there you go. So your
Yeah.
yeah, this is your prototype one. Keep in mind,
Yeah.
everyone, he's got to paint like bloody 50, 60 of them.
That's what the base is looking like as well.
Yeah, and just for everyone's note, he did 3D print the base. I'll just do the last of these.
Yeah, if I do go to Hobby 1 tomorrow for that airbrush, I might duck down to Irresistible Force as well. See what they have.
Yeah, I'll be coming up next week, actually. You're probably working on a Thursday, though.
Yeah. If it was a Wednesday, no.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Thursday.
I just need to find some. Oh, I've seen the the spells
Endless
around
spells.
yeah, but I haven't seen the altar anywhere. I really want to get
Apparently
that.
the corn ones are pretty good. Endless spells. The altar is actually really good, apparently. You can pretty much reroll everything I was reading. We know how much you love to reroll everything. It's your specialty.
Oh well, I think it's Slaughter Priests. I gotta get one of those. I think it's those that Oh, actually no, it's just a demons. If they're near a greater demon or a champion, they get to re-roll the hit if it's a 1.
Man, the
If they're
Slanesh
within
stuff is sick, dude. Like, you can pretty much make the enemy attack last all the time. It's great. And then the greater demon allows you to attack again with the same unit if it's within a certain range of you, as its command ability. If it's a general, it's pretty cool. Basically, with Slanesh, if you got to get in attack first, or you just die horribly because everything's easy to kill. Looking forward to that Exalted Chariot, though. That's going to be a bitch of a thing to paint, though. Oh my god. It's the biggest model. It's about as big as a Keeper of Secrets, plastic-wise. I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
Where are you going to store that?
I don't know. I'm going to have to get another toolbox to put all this shit in. I've probably got about 50 already. Oh, this base is starting to come through. If I take a picture of this fiend, I'll take it anyway, but the base won't be ready. I'll do that now. Can I? Yeah, I can. To do it freehand without my stand. Okay, let's see what we got here. Do you want a portrait?
Yeah, do portrait. I had a thought the other day. How far it... I'm pretty sure most GW workers don't know that much about what's coming out, but
Yeah.
I remember that Cameron was really interested in my Flayed One conversions.
Oh, was he?
Like, taking photos interested.
Oh, okay.
More than normal.
They
Yeah.
uploaded a couple of pictures, just picked the best one out of that. The base isn't finished yet. It is starting to crack slowly. Maybe the first one, I think. Yeah, the first one's better. Did that work? Yeah, it's hard to get a good angle on that thing. I should have taken it from lower. It's one thing with my light box. It's a really big one. It's like 40 by 40 cube. So the lights need to be a little bit more powerful, I reckon, unless I like boost something up on a stand or something. That's a bit better. Oh yeah, cool. Base is still drying. Still cracking.
It's cracking on the end. You can see it.
Yeah. What do you reckon? Looks alright.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. Look good with the yellow contrast in the base. How you doing, dude? I'm nearly done.
I'm just doing bases at the moment. I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah. You want to call it? Well, I'm pretty
Yeah,
tired.
yeah.
What did we make it to? Oh, was it 11:26? That's not too bad.
Yeah.
When we start 7,
Something like that.
7:30. 4 hours. That's not bad.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. Well, anyone who's still here, still want to thank you very much. We've been WarHQ, and we're signing out.